Welcome, everyone. This reading is for the collective. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest. So, we start with the theme of the reading. This reading is for someone who has unfortunately been through some kind of loss in their life, right? Five of Swords is showing up reversed. Here we have a warrior who has essentially won this battle against these other two opponents. But the fact that it's reversed tells me that you might have lost this battle. Now, this is a very internal battle. Okay, this is a battle of the mind. Why do I say that? Because you also did get the Ten of Swords with that card. This is the card of the overthinker, person who's always in their head. They've overthought themselves into oblivion. They're dead. They're gone, right? The swords, which represents the mind and thought, have pierced into his skin, and he is now gone and dead. But here's the beautiful part of that card. Just like the phoenix that has to go through this burning and this death in order to be reborn again, you are being reborn. And evident by the Queen of Wands that showed up in the reading. So, the Queen of Wands is the leader. She is the Queen of Queens. This is the person that shows up once you've gone through some kind of huge change or transformation in your life. She is dynamic. She is the leader of her community. People look up to her. No one can really tell her what to do because she is the one that starts it. She is the fire starter. And so this has led to some happiness, some joy. We've got the Knight of Cups showing up here, right? Little guy is just very happy with his trophies. There's a sense here of victory. There's a sense here of truly reaching a point where you feel like things are going to change for the better. Now, the fact that we did get these cards that speak of loss, that speak of defeat, potentially this is something that's still lurking in your mind. Don't overthink, right? This is the advice here. Stop overthinking. Get out of your head so much. Because ultimately, if you're in your head too much, then you become stagnant. You don't really take action. You don't go anywhere. You don't do anything, right? Opportunities knocking at your door, healthy relationships, healthy people, healthy job offers, and you just aren't really accepting anything that life has to give you because you're still kind of stuck in that energy of defeat, that energy of I took a loss and now I don't know what to do. What if I make another mistake? Maybe I'll just stay here where it's comfortable and safe. And so in many ways, you are comfortable, you are safe, you've reached victory, Knight of Cups energy, right? Beautiful. You have now become this dynamic leader in your community. People are looking up to you. Queen of Wands energy. This reading is for a lot of divine feminine energy, which obviously 98% of my followers are women, so makes sense, right? But the Queen of Wands speaks of a divine feminine energy. Now, we do have some oracle cards that will give us a little bit more insight into maybe what energies you should be focusing on right now. As you move into this next phase, right? Again, Ten of Swords energy. This is the ending of this. Whatever misery, whatever hardships you have been going through mentally, it is the end of it, right? It's time to move into a new space. So the first card out was the Divine Child. This is a beautiful card because it speaks of you just connecting with that divine child inside of you. Maybe, you had a rough childhood and you weren't able to play, you weren't able to enjoy your innocence, right? We speak a lot of innocence in this country. This country is obsessed with purity. I live in the States, so I don't know where you guys are watching this from, but anyways, I live in the United States. So anyways, sometimes I just go off. Anyways, the Divine Child reads, innocence, purity, and redemption. It suggests a special connection with the divine. My God, right? So God is pretty much telling you, hey, it's time for you to connect to something pure within you. And ultimately, by you connecting with that divine child inside of you, you're going to be able to connect with the divine essence of God. And so in many ways, what that means is vision. God provides vision. God provides some guidance. God provides an avenue and a door for you to be able to walk through and reach some kind of new height. So a very interesting card that speaks of innocence and purity. If you find yourself in cycles that are very detrimental, if you find yourself doing things that are bad, maybe engaging with certain people that you shouldn't, or maybe, doing things that you shouldn't, like maybe doing drugs or a little too much alcohol, you know exactly. See, here's the thing. You are the Queen of Wands, so you know exactly what you should be avoiding. If you're going back in time, if you are essentially engaging with those past energies, then I'm sorry, but you're going to continue to commit the same mistakes over and over again, and you're just going to keep looping, right? It's just going to become a loop in your life. You're just going to run into the same outcome every single time. So this is not the time for that. This is the time for you to step into your leadership role, right? With the Queen of Wands. Once again, we go back to the tarot. Now, the second card, Dilettante. Interesting card, right? Now, all three oracle cards were upright, so that's a very interesting card. It speaks of the light attribute of the oracles. And so with dilettante, it reads, delights in the arts without having to be a professional. Alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits, which is very interesting reading, right? So one thing's for sure. You're being asked to create. God is a creator, and God is asking you to create something. You know, we see it here with this card. She is creating something. She's creating art. And so in many ways, you don't have to create anything. All this card is saying is to play. Tap into that divine child inside of you, and that divine child is going to open you up to the energy and the spirit of God. And then once God's spirit is in you, you're going to be essentially shown what you should create, what you should be doing. And this is going to really just enliven you. Now, the third and final oracle card is the card of the thief. Very interesting card. The card of the thief was upright, so we have to look at the light attribute, which reads, sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. Boom, right? We were just saying, what did I just say? So anyways, what this card is essentially telling you is that through that innocence, through that purity that you're going to tap into, you're going to be able to find some kind of creative venture. And that creative venture is going to just shed light on what is truly, truly, truly valuable, and where you're going to be able to maybe potentially make money, find wealth, find your community, find your family, spiritual family, people that are going to help you and aid you, people that God are putting in your life to essentially elevate you, to take it to that next level. You're going to be able to identify these people. You know, one thing about the Ten of Swords, this energy right here, the Ten of Swords, the overthinker and the person that's always in their heads, this is the kind of energy that attracts a lot of toxicity, and it attracts a lot of parasitic energies into your life, right? So I think that a lot of you are overcoming this. A lot of you have been, unfortunately, before this healing took place, you've been attracting a lot of parasitic energy into your life. These are men that are just taking from you. These are women that are just using you. And so in many ways, you're getting away from the parasites. You're getting away from the narcissists, the people that are really just there to hurt you. And you are stepping into a leadership role. You are becoming the one that people look up to. I keep saying that because I just want to remind you of your power with the Queen of Wands, you know? So anyways, with the thief, you're going to reach some kind of prosperity, but that prosperity isn't something that somebody gives you. It's not, you know, a job that you find, or just some kind of a person that maybe helps you, or stumbling upon some money, or winning the lotto, right? Everybody wants to win the lotto, but that's not what this is. This is you finding some value within you. You know, a lot of times we don't know what our gifts are, and I believe that we all have a gift, right? I believe we all have something that God gave us that's special to us, and we can manifest it into the world and help people, aid them in their process. And so you're going to find out what your gift is, and when you do, you're being called to use it to the max. All right, so that is what I see here. That's the final card. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye-bye.